So I recently found out about the Dead Rising WatchTower film. I actually stumbled across a trailer for it sometime last week when watching films on Crackle.com, and I thought it was a very cool idea. I never figured that Dead Rising would actually get its own film. Obviously zombies are still pretty much still somewhat in. I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. I've never fully played any of the Dead Rising games, in all honesty. The only one I've ever played is Dead Rising 2 off the record, and I didn't even finish that one, so I'm really not much of a gamer. I really do not know too much about the film, but from what I can tell from the trailer, it still definitely does keep with some of the crass humor, so they definitely tried to keep the spirit of the film, but from what I'm seeing, it looks like it's going to fall flat slightly. I can definitely see that they were going more for an action film type feel rather than a horror film. But even then, for some reason, it still reminds me slightly of Resident Evil, even though it doesn't have a lot of the darkness or a lot of the tension to it, and I don't know why. Obviously both series are extremely different, but I just thought it was kind of a interesting idea, especially a unique approach, and I guess that just goes a lot with the way that media is changing nowadays. So it's actually a full-length feature that's going to be premiering on Crackle.com March 27th, but I believe after its original premiere it will later have a VOD and eventually a network television release, so that's definitely very interesting. But you know, even if the film does happen to be a bit of a flop, I'm really not going to hold that against it, because Crackle is a free website. You're not even required to register in order to watch their movies and stuff. But what really has me excited about this is Virginia Madsen has a role in the film. The second set of actors, which actually has me really excited for this film, is the fact that the Soska sisters are actually going to be having a zombie cameo in the film. So it's definitely just going to be fun more than anything else, just keeping an eye out for them and seeing where they pop up. So to my knowledge, this is actually a Canadian-American type film, but they started filming in September of 2004 in Vancouver. I don't know, I'm definitely curious to see how it turns out. Like I've said, from what I've seen, I'm really not expecting too much, especially because it does have somewhat of a more decent budget feel about it, but it's still technically a TV movie. But I don't know, I'm still definitely looking forward to watching this, and like I said, if it's a stinker, then you know, it didn't cost me anything to watch it. I didn't rent it. It's a free website. So I just figured I would mention that and just kind of share some of my initial thoughts on the trailer. But I would definitely love to share thoughts with you guys, especially those of you who are actually more familiar with the game series, and hopefully you can just kind of catch me up to speed and let me know what is actually going on in the trailer. Obviously the only thing I can gather is, of course, that it was mandatory government vaccines which failed to prevent a zombie outbreak, and the four main characters, in addition to trying to prevent themselves from becoming infected, are also just kind of trying to investigate and find the bottom of this, which of course always just rolls right back around to being some sort of a government conspiracy. Big surprise. But I definitely like that they did include some of that just kind of crass or offbeat humor, but that could definitely either make or break the film, and I think it's actually going to hurt the film rather than work for it, but you never know. You know, it is a minute some odd trailer. It might surprise me, who knows. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this one, and I really do hope it does happen to be a good film, and if not, then oh well, I didn't pay anything to watch it. So that is pretty much it, and I will talk to you guys later.